Hey there, are you looking for a simple, really effective way to practice your English? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to break down a 4-step method that will give you a super clear guide to follow. Let's get right into it. Let me ask you something. Do you want to speak English with a lot more confidence? Do you wish you could understand conversations just a little bit easier? Well, the method we're about to cover is designed to help you do exactly that. So here's our plan for today. We'll start with the 4-step method itself. Then we'll walk through each part one by one. Listening, learning some new words, practicing your speaking, and finally sounding more natural. And stick around, because at the end, we'll talk about the real key to your success. Okay, let's dive into this simple but honestly really powerful 4-step method. The best way to think about it is like a complete workout for your English skills that you can do in one single practice session. Here they are, the 4 steps. First, we just listen to get the main idea. Second, we learn a few key words to build up our vocabulary. Third, we practice speaking by actually answering questions out loud. And finally, we copy a native speaker to sound more natural. See how each step builds on the last one? Let's start with step 1, just listen. The goal here is super simple. All you have to do is relax, listen to a conversation, and just try to understand the main idea. Don't worry about catching every single word. That's not the point. We're just trying to get the general picture first. For our example today, we're going to listen in on a short conversation between 2 people, Sarah and Ben. Sarah is interviewing Ben for a job at her cafe. Let's see what happens. Great. So now that you've got a general idea of what that conversation was about, let's move on to step 2. We're going to zoom in and learn a few key words and phrases that Sarah and Ben used. This is going to help you understand things on a much deeper level. Our first phrase is take it or leave it. This is a really common expression, and it basically means an offer is final. You can accept it just the way it is, or you can walk away. There's no room to negotiate. Now let's look at how Sarah actually uses this. She tells Ben that the work hours are what they are. He has to accept them, or he can't have the job. She's making it very clear she is not going to change them. Here's another example to make it even clearer. Imagine you're trying to buy a used car. The seller says, the price for the car is final. Take it or leave it. That means you can't ask for a lower price. It's that price or no car. Okay, our next word is instead. This is a useful one. We use it when we're choosing one thing as an alternative or in place of another thing. So in the conversation, Ben thinks that a 7 a.m. start time is really early. So he asked if he can start at 8 a.m. instead. He's suggesting a different option, right? 8 in place of 7. And our final keyword today is rush. This word describes a period of time when a place, like a cafe or a store, is just extremely busy, packed with lots of customers. And this little word explains everything about why Sarah can't change the hours. She says the cafe is incredibly busy early in the morning. She needs Ben to be there for that busy period, what she calls the morning rush. All right, now for the really active part, step 3. It's time to practice your speaking. I'm going to ask you some simple questions about the conversation we heard. I want you to try to answer them out loud. This is how we turn what you know into what you can do. First question for you. Does Ben live near the cafe? Think back to why he asked about that start time. I'll give you a moment. Go ahead and say your answer out loud. The answer is no. He lives a little far away. That's exactly why starting at 7 a.m. is so difficult for him. How did you do? If you got it right, awesome. Okay, next question. This one is going to test our key vocabulary. Did Sarah agree to change the hours for Ben? Go ahead, say your answer. And the answer is no, she did not. The hours are fixed. Remember that phrase she used, take it or leave it? That's your big clue that she was not going to negotiate. And here we are at our final step, sounding more natural. This is where we work on improving your pronunciation, your rhythm, and just the music of how you speak. And the technique we use for this is called shadowing. So, what is shadowing? It sounds a little fancy, but it's really simple and incredibly powerful. You just listen to a line from a native speaker, and then you immediately repeat it. The trick is to try to copy everything, the sound, the speed, the ups and downs. It's like you're their echo. This is a fantastic way to train your mouth and your ears to sound more natural in English. So we've now covered the entire 4-step method. But before we finish up, I really want to share the single most important thing for your success. The one thing you have to remember is this idea right here. Repetition is the key. That's it. Learning something one time is good. That gives you knowledge, but repeating it over and over again is what turns that knowledge into a real skill. Doing this four-step practice once is great, but doing it every day, that's what will bring you real noticeable progress. The more you repeat this, the faster you'll improve. So what do you think? This method is simple, it's clear, and it really works. The only question left is, are you ready to start using it every day to build your confidence and your fluency in English? I really hope this has given you the tools and the motivation to do just that. Thanks so much for watching.